Hello again and welcome back. My name's Annie and this is my creative detour. Thank you for tuning in today and welcome to all the new people. Today is PaperStashSmash Day, so the first of the month, and I'm going to do a quick look at what I smashed for the month, and then I'll show you later in the video what I'm going to smash for the month of July. But what I'll show you first, for the month of June, I said that I would smash two different things. I'd smash some Christmas things and then the leftover of a collection from Stamperia. So let's jump on to the Christmas things first. And some of you may have already seen these. I did do a video on these. So these are the tags that I made. They are from 3/4 Designs in New Zealand, and they were the A4 sheets of wishes, and they're a mini project sheet. So if you like the look of the tags, just go back to the May Paper Stash Smash video and you'll be able to see it, what it looked like in the A4 sheet. I had 6 sheets and I was hoping that I would be able to get 2 tags out of each sheet. So as you can see here, I managed to do that. I got 6 large tags. So I'll just show you a little bit of a close-up of that one. So there's 6 like that, and then there's 6 like this one. However, the images are a little bit different. So you can see the little elves are different, or gnomes are different. But jump back and have a little look at the video. I will link it below and you can watch me make them if you're interested, or if you've got some of these sheets from 3/4 Designs, the Wishes mini project sheets. They were fun to do. I'd not done them before, and I would definitely buy those mini project sheets from 3/4 Designs again. They were fun to do. So that was great. I got 12 tags. I'll bundle all these up into a little pack, and the bigger ones, and I'll gift these to somebody at the beginning of December, quite often maybe for a teacher's gift or something like that, and then they'll be able to use it on their gifts for Christmas. Then the next one, there's actually quite a lot I've made from it, and I don't have the cover sheet to show you, but once again, you could go back and have a look at the video from PaperStashSmash May, and I showed you what I had left of the Stamperia Orchids and Cats. To be honest, I didn't really enjoy doing this smash. I enjoyed doing the Christmas one, but I love Christmas. This Stamperia collection is definitely not my style at all. And the reason, I think I touched on it when I showed it to you in the previous video, the reason I have it is because my daughter last year, around about October, November, she asked me would I custom make a journal for a work colleague that has cats and loves cats. So I purposely bought this collection to do that project, and the journal was a hit. And I also made her some cat Christmas ornaments out of it. And she absolutely loved it, and they did look lovely. But the style of the collection is it's just not me at all. So you might say, well, why did you use it then, Annie? Well, that's the point of PaperStashSmash, isn't it? To use the things in your collection. It was probably about half used, and I just needed to use it and turn it into something so that it was gone. And I thought to myself, I could make another, maybe another journal or something out of it, but I'm not likely to gift that to anybody myself. Whereas for cards, cards are for all different types of people. So let's have a little look. So in the collection, I think I ended up having about 3 full-size sheets and then some scraps, and then I had cut-aparts. So I cut up all of the cut-aparts to create as much ephemera as I could. Here you go. I'll just run through the cards quickly. Every card has a mounted white page inside with a thin scrap on it. So I won't show you the inside of every card. You can see by this one that it's an offcut and it's mounted. So here we have Hello Friend, and it's a clock with a nice little pot plant. We have a bird with some orchids, and we have a bird with greetings in front of a door. We have some postcards and some orchids, and it says Hello Friend. I just stamped this with one of my sentiments. I think it's an old retired Stampin' Up stamp. This one here has some envelopes, and I've just got some orchids and a butterfly on it. It says Hello Friend. I kept them very generic. These two are basically all of the little cut aparts of the vases that have got the orchids in, and I just grouped them together and created a little scene with some vases. And then this one says For You, and I just mounted that on a die cut circle, and the same with this one. This one is on the same die cut circle. So as you can see, I tried to mass produce as much as I could. So that's those ones. Then I started to run out of ephemera, or cut aparts ephemera. So I die cut out a hello, and it's a shadow die. I've got it here. And that die is from Blues by You, and it's called Hello. They turned out quite nice. It just says, obviously, hello. I used some of the ephemera if I had some. So I've got 4 of those. And then I have a thanks die. I think it's a retired Stampin' Up die. It's called Amazing Thanks. I just made some thanks cards. So there's that one. And that one with the birds. And a thanks with the orchid. And the bird. And that one. So I got 18 cards, and I purposely made 18. So for those of you that have watched before, you would have seen that I like to bundle up 6 cards in a pack, and then I bundle it up and give it as gifts. So I purposely made 18 cards, and that was it. I wasn't going to make any more. I made some other bits and pieces. So let's have a look at that. Now, from the page that had the circles, I made some tags, but there was one large piece of chipboard ephemera that I had, and I made it into a circular tag, and I put one of those die cut hellos on it, and it's just got some butterflies on it and a little bit of ribbon. And you can see, I'm not sure whether you'll be able to pick it up, I put some of the Paper Rose crystal gems on these as well. And I also put the crystal gems onto all of the cards, actually. Now, for those of you that buy Stamperia or Stamperia, whichever way you say it, tomatoes, I had cut out with a circle cutter all of the circles, and there was 9 circles on that sheet, and it had 5 cats on it, and then it had these 4 on it. Well, I kept these 4, and I purposely made my daughter's friend 5 Christmas ornaments with the cats on, and she absolutely loved them. So I wanted to make tags out of these. So this one, I actually made it as a swing tag, so that on the back, they all look pretty on the back, but it has a brad or a split pin on it for you to be able to write something in it and then close it up, and it still looks nice on your gift. For these 2, I stamped a little sentiment saying, hello friend. And then the other 2, I left them plain so that they can be for whatever occasion. So I got those 5 tags, circular tags. And then the last thing I made was a whole lot of junk journal kind of ephemera or base cards. I made 2 journaling cards. All these things here, I will put them into my junk journal box that I have a lot of ephemera in. Anyway, back to this. I did 2 journaling cards, and I did 3 bookmarks. This one you can see it was part of the cut apart page and I just used it, and I've put a little bit of ribbon in those. Then with the tags, I have 10 tags. I didn't decorate them at all because I want to be able to decorate them when I'm putting them into a particular journal. When there's a page that I think, oh, it'll look good on there, I will maybe add something to it. But let's run through what they look like. So they're just a good base for putting something on and then putting in a junk journal. I purposely haven't put a hole or a ribbon in it because depending on what page they're going to go into in my junk journals, I will pick the ribbon to go with that. So there we go. So you can see that I just cut up as much as I possibly could. These ones here are actually off the cover page of the collection. And some scraps, I turned them, and that's off the cover page as well actually. I turned them into just some little tags that I can decorate down the track, and that was a cut apart as well. So there we go. That's what I got out of the leftovers of that Stamperia Orchids and Cats. And you're going to say to me, but Annie, where are the cats? Here are all the cats. Now, I have cats and a couple of houses and a couple of sentiments that talk about cats. I like cats. I used to have a cat when I was younger, but this collection is not my style already. Throwing cats into it was just a little bit too much for me to spend time on. So I'm going to bundle this up in a Ziploc bag and give it to another crafter, and so it won't go to waste, but that's what's going to happen with that. And to be fully transparent, this is what I have left out of the Wishes collection. I have some baubles, 2 music sheets, and some candy canes. So that will go back into my Christmas stash, and I will potentially use that down the track. So let's have a little look at what I'm going to smash for the month of July. Back to one of my favorites, Paper Rose. So I purchased this Katie's Tea Party. I'll show you the packaging. I purchased it for $10, marked down from $23.25. I got 2 packets of it at my local craft shop when it was closing down. Like I said to you, I've got 2 of these. I have the 6x6 paper, and I also have 2 of the embossed die cuts. I thought to myself, after doing the Stamperia Orchids and Cats, I thought, no, I need to do something that is more what I enjoy. And as you all know, I love Paper Rose. However, I don't need to have 2 of these 12x12s, a 6x6, and 2 embossed die cuts in my collection. I say collection, in my stash. Sorry, that was a slip of the tongue. In my stash, not my collection. I'm not collecting. I keep telling my husband, I'm not collecting paper. So I decided that for this month I'm going to smash 1 of the 12x12s, and I'll use some of the embossed die cuts as I need them, depending on what I make. I have no idea what I'm going to make, but let's have a quick little look at it. So for those of you that have not seen it, you may be interested in buying it because I'm pretty sure it's still available. Let's have a quick look. Pull out my mouse, and I have Paper Rose on speed search. Yes, Katie's Tea Party is still available, and you can get the embossed die cuts, and you can get the 6x6, and you can get the 12x12, which is $24.50. So I did really well getting this for $10 at my craft shop when they were closing down. That's why I bought 2 of them. So let's have a little look at the collection now that we know that it's still available, and we'll start with the embossed die cuts. So you can see that it has 4 sheets, and they're an A5 sheet size of embossed die cuts. So here we go. You pop them out, and there's cups and pots and flowers And it's kind of got a little bit of a folk art kind of feel to it. So there's that one. And then we have this page and some more cups or cup of coffee. So lots of florals, lots of leaves, some cups and some vases. Excuse my croaky throat. I've got a little bit of a head cold and I'm getting better, but the cough is lingering. Let's look at the collection now. So for those of you that love Paper Rose, you know that they put sentiments all on the back of the cover sheet and in the colour palette of the collection. But they also usually put some cut aparts on the front or things that you can fussy cut. So I will most likely fussy cut all of these out and then I will cut up all of the sentiments here that are on the bottom. So that's the cover page. And we have 6 designs and we have 2 of each one. So 12 sheets altogether. So this is a cut apart page or a fussy cut page, and it's page A. And on the back it has a daisy with a powder blue kind of background. Then this is page B, and this is what's on the back of that one. Doesn't that look beautiful together? That navy with that green. I love blue and green together. So that's very, very yummy. Then we have page C, and it's a lovely floral with that powdery blue in the background with some nice greenery with it. And then it's got a green on the other side, on the B side. Then page D, or sheet D, is a pink with a very deep navy background and a really deep powdery pink. And then we have page E, and it has a green with navy background and then a lovely bright it's really a grey, a whitish grey, and then with a very, very powdery kind of parchmenty pink in the background. And then the last one, sheet F, has a nice floral with a pink tonal background. There's a collection that I'm going to be smashing for the month of July. I have no idea what I'm going to make, but let's see what unfolds during the month. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you tuning in today. I'm so pleased that I managed to smash what I had to smash because I've been very busy, but I did get it done, so I'm thrilled with that. All right, thanks again, and I will see you all very soon. If you liked the video, thumbs up would be great. Bye for now.